Marty O'Brien from the band Daughtry, and you're watching EMGtv, and this is 5 Minutes with me. All right, my favorite riff to play live, I'd say currently, I mean there's been other riffs, but currently is the song Artificial by Daughtry, which is actually getting airplay right now, so people have actually heard that one. But it just had, and it's not so much the groove, I mean, not so much the riff as it is, there's just a groove to it, and it's just fun to play. And it's one of those things that when that part kicks in live, it's just, it just has this heavy groove, and I love it. And it goes like this. That's the riff. Repeat it a few times, and there you go. All right, what's a bass riff that every bass player should learn how to play? I would say this breakdown part in Subdivisions by Rush. And the main reason for that is it's one of the coolest bass lines ever. And it goes like this. Something like that. What is my favorite bass body style? I have two, actually. If you go classic style, my absolute favorite, which is not the popular opinion, is the early 50s P-bass, which when they first invented the P-bass, it had no curves, it didn't have the the forearm rest or the belly cut right here. It was just, they call it a slab because it was just a flat slab. And when you play it, your arm kind of actually hurts on the forearm here. But I just love that 50 style P-bass. And then this could not be even more of a complete opposite answer, but then the other style is the Spectre, and that's because it has this curved thing to it, almost like people say it's like a woman's body. It just has this curve to it, and your hip, the curve just kind of fits when you play live. The curve just kind of hugs your hip right here, and it's the most comfortable style ever, and the coolest. And that's my answer. Is two different answers in one. All right, my most memorable recording studio moment of all time is slightly embarrassing, but it's just a cool story. So I get this call to go to Henson Studios in Hollywood, which is where like We Are the World was recorded, and some of the biggest records of all time were done there. And back when it used to be called A&M Studios. So I go there, and it's a Chris Cornell recording session. I walk into the control room, and I pull the big, thick, heavy door. And I walk in, and the producer and the engineer are both in there. Brian House is producing it, and they're at the control board, and they're listening to this Chris Cornell song. And I'm like, whoa! I walk in, and I haven't met them yet, so I walk in, and I don't want to block the door, so I slide to the left, and I lean up against the wall right next to the big door in case somebody comes in. And they're both got their hands on the mixing board, and they're looking down, and they're listening to this Chris Cornell song, and I'm hearing like what I'm about to play on them, and I'm thinking, wow, it's a Chris Cornell song. Like this is, and it sounds like a big hit, it's like this. And I'm just listening, and they're looking down, and I'm assuming they're just listening back to a playback of what they've been working on, like a demo of this Chris Cornell song. And the song ends, and they look up at me, and I'm about to extend my hand to say, hey, I'm Marty, I'm here to play the bass. And I go to say hello, and they look right at me, and they go, sounds great, Chris. You want to try another one, maybe, And I'm like, and I turn around. It was a glass. I was leaning up against glass. It was dark. I turn around, and in this glass room right here, behind the glass, is Chris Cornell, surrounded by candles and a microphone. what I was hearing was him recording the live vocal at that moment. And I would just walked in the room and just put my back to the window while he's tracking and just, and so that was embarrassing, but I was like, oh, okay. And anyway, I stepped to the side and they kept going. And basically he was writing the vocal melody as they were going, writing this demo. And Chris Cornell was creating, and I just put my back up to the window while while he was working. It's completely embarrassing, but makes for a cool story. And that's he turned out to be a great guy, and we recorded the song that day, and it turned out amazing, and it was an amazing day, yeah. Let's see, the one pedal I can't live without is fairly new to me, actually, is the Dark Glass B7K microtubes pedal. They call it a preamp pedal, but to me it's like an overdrive, and it's on most of the Daughtry new singles that have been released, and it's just, to me, it has I mean, most will just call it an overdrive pedal, but it's everything that I loved about like a muff pedal or like a fuzz, and it's an overdrive. It has a distortion, but it has more of this modern tone. To me, it's like a very modern sounding overdrive distortion pedal, and I love it. It's on a lot of the newer songs I record with. Add a little bit in there, and add some meat to it. I love it.